What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Bucketology. And today we're talking about the New York Knickerbockers, team I haven't really talked about much this year. They've kind of been hanging around in that midsection of the Eastern Conference all year, but at this point, and they've had some ups and downs and definitely some moments where they were catching us off guard, like Julius Randle's redemption tour, and just the fact that we knew they would get at least one All-Star this year. Maybe they didn't get the right All-Star for this team, but I digress. This is a team that seemed to be stuck in basketball purgatory in the offseason. You're trying to remain competitive, but you clearly don't have the facilities to really challenge any of the top dogs in the NBA. I don't know if that has changed completely, but it is worth noting the New York Knicks have made great progress this season in establishing a real identity and not just chasing huge names in the free agent market, building something real, something organic, with a guy like Jalen Brunson, who's a perfect head of the snake player, offensive motor, and team leader. A guy who people clowned the New York Knicks for giving him $25 million. Guys, $25 million sounds like a lot of money. It's probably a little bit more than pocket change, but it's not a max contract anymore. I mean, this is not the biggest contract ever. People were acting like Jalen Brunson pulled off the greatest heist of all time. If anything, the Dallas Mavericks should be absolutely kicking themselves. Certainly they have been all year, just seeing the trajectory of a guy that just puts in work. He just gets it done the right way. All the intangibles are there. You love the way he attacks. He's not caught up in anything other than just winning the basketball game. Selfless team player, and absolutely impossible cover. When he gets hot, this dude was absolutely torturing Mikal Bridges in the Nets last night, and he is now 2 games against the Brooklyn Nets and Mikal Bridges since that trade went down. Really shit on that other inferior team in New York. Jalen Brunson is the real deal, and ever since getting snubbed from that All-Star team, he has been among the best of the best guards in the NBA, and he's been leading this New York Knicks team on a hot streak since they got Josh Hart. They still haven't lost. This is not a team we expected to be doing as good as they are, and they're definitely going to give an opponent or multiple opponents some serious trouble in the NBA playoffs this year. Now, they're not going to win an NBA Finals. Their team is not perfect. Their weaknesses are fairly clear in comparison to the Bucks and the Celtics. Let's face it, anybody who plays these two teams in the Eastern Conference, they're just getting sent home. It's just going to happen. If I was going to pick one of these two teams to colossally fail and get sent home by a unexpected opponent, I say it would be the Boston Celtics, because I do have questions about if their number one is as good as other teams' number one that are in this championship race, but that's a conversation for another day. This video was about Jalen Brunson and what he brings to this New York Knicks team, and honestly, can we say that he is the best player in the NBA to not have made an All-Star team yet? This guy might make a run seriously for the Most Improved Player award at this point, because he just gets better every month. The guy doesn't get hurt. It seems like every month he just builds on what he's been doing all year. Can't wait to see what he's like in April, May. I mean, we saw what he did to the Utah Jazz last year in the playoffs. I mean, Royce O'Neal and Donovan Mitchell probably still have nightmares about trying to guard this guy. Dare I say, if this team matches up with the Cleveland Cavaliers, they can knock those boys right out. I mean, Donovan Mitchell, no doubt, he's going to be the best player on the court. Cavs have no wing players. And the Knicks, surely they don't have a wealth of wing players either, but they match up really well with certain teams. They play a more physical style, they have the big bodies, and man, that is going to be a grinded out series if that's what we get. But certainly, even if this team does face a Celtics or a Bucks, they will not make it easy. They will not make it a free trip to the next round for one of those juggernaut teams. I would take them maybe to beat Philly in an upset in the first round if that ends up happening. It's probably going to be them against the Cavs, and they do need a lot of things to go right. They do need RJ to be on his best behavior. They do need Mitchell Robinson to be available and not get hurt by a dumb injury in the playoffs, which is a very possible thing. Guy is always in and out of the lineup, but man, the difference he makes, especially on the defensive end for this team, he's a perfect fit. But Jalen Brunson is absolutely relentless. He's a guy that it seems like at this point, every night he's going to get his, every night he's going to produce. And what he has done to turn around this Knicks organization, a team that looked like it was headed absolutely nowhere after last year, just phenomenal stuff. So shout out Jalen, and that's going to do it. I hope you haters that hated on his contract don't switch sides now. It's been Bucketology. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.